Welcome everybody to Supipara, Chapter 1, Alice the Magical Conductor. This is a game that has been funded on Kickstarter. Well, it's one of the games, as you can tell. It's Chapter 1. Chapter 2 releases next month. So I figured now is the time to play this game. This game is made by Minori, who also made Eden and F Fairy Tale for 2. Both of which are pretty good games from my understanding, at least Eden is. I've not played either of them, so I cannot judge. But yeah, this looks really good. This is an all-ages game. No nudity or adult content here, I'm afraid. So yeah, and Manga Gamer has been kind enough to give me this game. So thanks to the fine folks there, and appreciate it. And let's just get right into it, shall we? You may be wondering where the music is. The music is here. The music is here. It's not here, but it is in the game. Why it's not on the title screen, I don't know. I was kind of freaking out. Let's make sure everything is kosher. It is. Yeah, if you want, the text is here. This makes the text go super slow. You want to go here. Now, usually going this way is faster. No. You gotta go this way. See, faster is this way. Why? I don't know. There's no controller support, sadly, so I gotta use the keyboard and mouse for everything. That's okay. New game. Darkness. The cherry petals float down from the abyss. Cherry blossoms silently dance down from the sky. The petals were all aflutter. All aflutter, soundless, and illuminated by the moonlight. Like snow. As if this were all a dream. A dream that you would never want to wake up from. The landscape was completely blanketed with cherry trees. I fixed this last time. It should be going much faster. Why it's not, I don't know. The landscape was completely blanketed with cherry trees, visible as far as the eye could see. Very far. The silence was... I swear I fixed this. I did a test of this game. Okay, save it. Oh, I know why. I know why. Hang on. It's because technically I read this. So I wanted to go fast. The silence was so overwhelming, I started wanting my ears to stop functioning. It feels like that didn't work at all. Okay. I hit okay, didn't I? Here we go. Feels like spring is sealed away in this space. She was here. The girl had once imparted that impression upon me. Well, it won't do me any good to get me so serious right off the bat. I whispered gently to myself to regain my bearings, and felt a degree of tension leave my shoulders. It was better to start off with a smile than a scowl. You know, it only takes 17 muscles to frown. Or sorry, yeah. It only takes 17 muscles to smile, but 42 to frown. April 2nd, Saturday, 9 p.m. If my theory was correct, this would be right around the time when she would appear. Wow. A girl with the unmistakable appearance of a witch stood beside me and recited an arcane classical Japanese poem in a sweet voice. She had apparently snuck up from behind me, the jerk. Yeah, that moon is freaking-gantic. Look at that thing. Imagine how freaked out you'd be in real world if something like that happened. Like if the moon was that big, like you just looked outside, the moon was like all the sky?
そう思わない？
I mean, I guess it is beautiful. Very beautiful. There's the music. As she gazed upward, her lips curled into a shape identical to the brilliant moon, and she's blinking! I'm sure it would feel fantastic, flying around like a witch. Not on a plane, but on a broom, all natural.
空を飛ぶのは人間の永遠の夢だから
We
ね。
have lip syncing? That's amazing, actually. That's true. Ever since man gazed up at the sky, he's wanted to fly.
タケコプなんとかは無理だけど、お好みならデッキブラシはいけるよ。
A deck brush? Ooh.
私は魔女だから。
Then she closed her eyes.
魔女だったからね。
What happened? When she opened her eyes, her expression was so serious, it was hard to believe her tone had previously been so jovial.
だからみんなを幸せにしたかった。ただそれだけだった。
Everyone truly is happy. Or, well, everyone is happy as they convince themselves to be, I think.
ありがとう。そうだったら嬉しいな。
Though it was weak, she regained her smile with clear bravado. For a peculiar creature such as a witch, the way her emotions went from one extreme to the other made her seem very human-like. No, this instability made it seem as though she had forgotten which had once been her true personality.
ねえ、私と初めて会った時のこと覚えてる？
You don't mean now?
うん、今ではなく、いつ、どこで、どうやって出会ったのか。
In this place on April 2nd. You fell down from the sky. Hope she didn't hurt herself. You know, I have to give him props for that. I did not expect an opening like that. That was really high quality, and I'm actually really impressed. Spring has come. Actually, I believe today, well, it won't be yesterday, I believe, was the first day of spring. So this is actually very fitting. I missed what that said. I returned to the town in which I was born. It's really warm here, like, really warm. I tucked the jacket I needed upon my departure into my bag and looked up at the sky. I stood at the entrance of the Kamakura Station. The town it resided in was once the former capital of eastern Japan. You learned something today. The weather was beautiful. The cherry trees were in full bloom and the business district was bursting with energy. Although I felt vaguely anxious in this unfamiliar area, peaceful and typical springtime sights caused a smile to form on my face, I must admit. I guess it won't do me any good to stand around here. Oh, good thing I do this map. My aunt on my mother's side take care of my moving arrangements. Based on what she told me, it would take about half an hour on foot to reach the home I would be living in starting today. She offered to pick me up from the station, but I refused. I really couldn't oppose like that. I mean, yesterday I was walking home from work, and well, I walked to the bus station. I don't take me walk home from work, but the guy's like, "Hey, you want to ride?" I'm like, "Oh no, man, I don't like to impose on people. I'm weird, you know. It's like, even though I live literally right down the street." Not right down the street. I mean, technically it's right down the street, but it's like 3 miles away. So. Well, I'm sure I won't get lost as long as I have a map. Yeah. Ow. Hello? Wow, you wear that every day? That's pretty nice.
迎えはいらないって言われてたけど、来たぜ、真田幸成くん。
I beg your pardon? I hope she had mistaken me for someone else, but that wasn't likely, given how she'd called me by my full name.
いやー、幸成くんがあんまり昔と変わってなくてよかったよ。
Do we know each other? Who are you?
あれ？覚えてない？
I'm sorry, I don't. Perhaps I should have tried a little harder to remember, but I gave up when I saw her in that maid uniform.
仕方ないな。私はあなたのお姉ちゃんです。
You seriously my sister? How am I not informed of this? Wait, I'm an only child though. Oh, huh? Are you Sakura Oni-chan?
大正解。
Sakura Narumi-san, or Sakura Oni-chan, as I once called her, was my second cousin. When I was left all alone in this town with nowhere to go, she and her family took me in. Why were we left all alone in the town with nowhere? I'm not gonna ask. I stared at my hand. It's a really nice looking hand. It had been 7 years since I'd seen this girl who was once a year older, as if she were be 2 years older for some reason, who was 1 year older than me. I'd taken this one small hand of mine and led me to all sorts of different places, like the park and the ice cream parlor. As far as I was concerned, she was more of a sister than a distant relative. I mean, to be fair, if you spend that much time with people, I mean, eventually you're gonna like form a bond, right?
よかった。ちゃんと
Even though
覚
we
えてる
couldn't
ね。
remember who she was, you know, so I mean, how strong of a bond did we actually form, right? I mistook you for someone else. No, you're just beyond recognition.
うわ、会って早々に残念そうな顔された。
I didn't mean it like that. Wearing an outfit like that will do that to a person, you know?
この服は7年ぶりでお互いに気づかなくてすれ違っちゃうかなって思ったから目立つ格好にしてみたんだよ。
I mean, I guess it works. That's not something you wear just to stand out. I mean, there's like maid cafes all over, aren't there?
いやー、目立つのも私のお仕事だし。
You know, standing out in Japan is bad, as they say. You want to be part of the group. You don't want to be like unique. Your job I read that in a manga somewhere. Don't take me to my word, but.
いいからいいから。積もる話もあるけど、まずはゆきなりくんの家まで案内するよ。
Please do. I'm tired. And why is there a penguin in the background on that poster? Sounds like a plan. Can you tell me what the poster says? There was more I wanted to ask, but I was gonna stick out like a sore thumb if I just stood in front of the station talking to a woman in a maid outfit. Maybe they'll think we're rich or something.
それじゃあ、張り切っていきますよ、ご主人様。
Okay, don't do that, please. That's creepy. Please don't call me that. I mean, some people like that stuff, but I don't know. We went out of the station's east exit onto a large avenue and continued south. If my map was correct, and it damn well better be, we should be heading towards the beach.
この道が鎌倉で一番大きな通りで、若宮王子っていうの。
Oh.
ゆきなりくんの家に行くにはもっと早い行き方もあるけど、細い路地の多い町だから、慣れないうちはこの道を使う方が迷子にならなくていいと思うよ。
That reminds you of the days I played Go-Go Nippon. Oh man, those are fun educational games, I'll tell you what.
あと、ここを逆方向に行くと有名な檀家面と鶴岡八幡宮があるね。
That sounds familiar. That shrine name sounds like a name I've heard before. I see. By the way, Sakura Oni-san, aren't you going to change out of those clothes? I was grateful for her guided tour of this unfamiliar town, but I was really too embarrassed to concentrate.
え？ここで脱げと？
No. Nobody said anything like that.
まあ、メイド服を脱いだメイドさんなんてメイドさんじゃないよね。やるなら脱ぎかけか。
Well, I mean, don't do a half-assed job about it. If you're gonna dress, go the full Monty, as I always say. But don't do that. Not here, not in the street. It's weird.
それじゃあ、メイドさんよりチャイナ服とか巫女服の方が好みだった？
I do love China dresses. They are very pretty. Shrine maidens are good too. That question, as a man... well, we're a man? All I can say is no comment. You know, I never realized. I thought we might have been a woman.
ゆきなりくん、昔からおとなしかったけど、
no,
今も変わってないな。むしろクールすぎ。
I was that Yukinari as like a women's name, but no, that's not true. I watched an anime where a guy was named Yukinari. Were you always like this? I could tell she had taken care of me, but I'd completely forgotten any specific details.
7年経ってるし、お互いに別人みたいなものかも。
I mean, yeah, probably.
それに、ゆきなりくんは当時はバタバタだったからね。
What's that A do?
あんまり覚えてないんじゃない
What?
か
I
な。
didn't get to click on it. What did that mean? She smiled as if briefly immersing herself within her memories. 7 years ago. My family and I once lived a fair distance from Kanto, you know, from Pokemon games. But after my sickly father passed away, we returned to Kamakura where my mother's family lived. However, during our travels, our ship accidentally ran aground and capsized. Oh no. Fortunately, there were a few casualties. Unfortunately for us, we were included in that minority. We missed the lifeboats and drifted away. Shortly thereafter, we had washed ashore on Kamakura Beach in a comatose state. In the end, 7 years passed, and my mother never regained consciousness. Oh man. I suffered no physical anomalies, but I was left with one impairment. I had lost all of my memories from before and during the incident. Probably has some kind of... Isn't there like traumatic amnesia? Because that's a thing, right? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. I mean, I'm no doctor, but... I've heard all about it from other people, though.
軽い言い方だね。まあ、記憶がないんだから、覚えてないどころか、本当に人事だろうけど。
You know what? That's an interesting way of looking at it, right?
それでも その後は大変だったでしょ。私の家から全国の親戚中をたらい回しだったんだし、どんな苦労を経験したかね。
Aren't you acting kind of excited? I mean,
いやー、やっぱりいろんな事件があったのではないかと興味津々で。
I don't really want to talk about it right now, but it's honestly pretty normal. I mean, everyone was nice to me and everything.
普通じゃ面白くないじゃん。
Hey, normal is what I needed after that incident, okay?
弟分との感
What
動
the?
の再
What
会。
was that? That might have been from the game.
さまざまな苦労を重ね冷え切ってしまった少年の心を優しくて可愛くて包容力があって胸が大きいお姉ちゃんが溶かすのです。
Come on, really? Well endowed? Oh, are you like really smart? That must be what it means.
お姉ちゃ
Well
ん、
endowed intelligence.
弟よ。ガバ、いや
What are you doing? Get that.
ー。実は私たちは本当の兄弟じゃなかったのよ。
Yeah, I know that.
なんだって
Wait, what?
みたいなシチュエーションを期待していたわけですよ、私は。
You don't get out much, do you? Is this what you do all day? You think of these weird scenarios in your head? I think you've got some screws loose, and I don't have any screwdrivers.
笑顔で一周され
Her reactions were all exaggerated. She's very adept at comebacks.
た。冗談ともかく私たちってはとこの関係なんだってね。
That sounds like it. Well, when we were kids, I knew we were related, but not much else. We would be cousins if our parents were siblings, but since our parents were cousins, that made us second cousins. You don't hear people mention second cousins all that much, really. It's got an interesting ring to it, though.
いとこ同士はカモの味って言うし、多分そのパワーアップバージョンなんだよ。
Flavor of duck? I've never actually had duck. Is it really good? You do know what that saying refers to, right?
いとこの男女が結婚すると仲睦まじい夫婦になるってことでしょ。
I think you go a little fast there. I mean, we just met, kinda. Saying that and knowing what it meant was even more impressive.
ところでさっきから私の呼び方がお姉ちゃんじゃなくてお姉さんになってるんだけど。
I'm sorry. It would be a little awkward calling an older girl Chan at our age.
私はちっとも構わないのにな。お姉ちゃんでもお姉様でも姫姉様でも。
Let's hurry up and go, princess. Excuse me, princess.
おお、なんて意地悪
I
な。
hate that
や
little
っぱりそれ
graphical
はダ
thing
メ。
they do every time it's like something exclamation happens. What's wrong with your eyes? Are you sure? She was the one who suggested it. Man, what a difficult person. My life is not gonna be easy. Okay, I'll call you Sakura Oni-san then.
物足りない気もするけど、とりあえずそれでいいか。
Don't I have to be going to like school or something? Oh, that about covers my situation, but you... Well, wait, first of all, why are you dressed in a maid outfit? Why have I played 30 minutes of this game and gotten nowhere at all? I finally got the chance to ask what I wanted to know ever since we were back at the
す
station.
れ違い防止に。
Yeah, you did mention that. I mean, that's what you said, but I didn't mean it that way. I meant, why do you even have a maid outfit? Do you work at one of those cafes? Can I go?
そこにメイド服があったから。
No. No one just has a maid outfit. There's always a reason. Okay, well, let's just set aside what sort of environment you're living in for now. Sakura Oni-san.
やだな、もっと突っ込んでくれてもいいのに。お姉さんはいろいろ話したくてたまらないのですよ。
Let's save all that for another day, I feel.
大人みたいな受け答えを。後日っていつのことなの？
I don't know, like tomorrow? Well, I suddenly sensed an odd presence and just turned around. What? Okay. There was a girl standing where we'd been walking just moments ago. It was hard to tell from where we stood, but based on her silver hair swaying in the gentle spring breeze, she didn't look Japanese. but I have been fooled before. When I gazed at her, she tilted her head with a smile and opened her mouth to say something. What? Huh? What are you saying? I can't lip read, okay? I'd be having to go through 2 different language barriers. I couldn't hear her voice from this distance, but I could tell she was addressing me. Was she calling out to me?
Yukinari-kun? どうしたの?
Over there. Wait, where'd she go? What's that A mean? Click on it. It does nothing. There was just someone over... Oh, never mind. I was probably just seeing things, or it could have been a case of mistaken identity. There was no point mentioning it now. She was gone. Huh. It's nothing. Let's just get going.
という感じで、この交差点が分かれ道になるね。ほら、道路の向こう側にあるのが、ゆきなりくんがあさってから通う学校だよ。
Sakura Oni-san pointed directly across the intersection. There it is. Oh, it's a nice looking school. Yeah. Doesn't look too bad at all. I mean, it's a building. I'll give it that.
そりゃそうだよ。素晴らしく素敵な先輩が確実に一人いるしね。
Oh, who's that? Sounds promising.
うんうん、期待しといて。十分に期待に応えられると思うから。
Oh, it's you. I wasn't being snide, but she didn't seem like the sort of person who got discouraged easily.
そんでもって、このまま
Oh
海
my
沿いの
god.
逗子の方に歩いていくと、
I'm wearing
私
headphones,
と
and
ゆき
it's
な
all
りくん
coming out of the
が
left side.
いるわけさ。
Like she's right there. I don't have any intention of setting up anything like that yet.
私も時間をかけるのはやぶさかではないね。学校はまた今度改めて紹介するってことで。
Sure, that's fine. Yeah. I was curious about the school, but I should probably familiarize myself with the city and the home I would be staying in first.
ちゅうわけで、こっちこっち。この海沿いの通りも一本道だからわかりやすいでしょ。
Looks like I won't get lost.
ま、海でも眺めなが
I mean,
ら
I'm
のんび
horrible
り
with
行こう。
directions, so I'll probably get lost anyway. But... The road running along the east coast definitely had a nice view. I mean, there's the ocean. That's always nice to look at, right? Oh, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Above all else, my heart was captivated by the bright ocean colors, which I rarely saw at my previous home up north. You know, maybe it's a good thing I did end up hating the ocean despite my accident.
どうしたの?
Oh man, oh, look at this. Man, they put a lot of work into these character animations. Oh, nothing. I was just thinking. I've been to this town before, right? I can't really remember anything about it, though.
子供の頃のことだし、そんなものじゃない?
That's true. Oh, by the way, how are your parents doing? I spoke to them once or twice over the phone, but...
ああ、とてつもなく元気元気。
Oh my god.
お母さんは私より元気なんじゃないかな。
Oh man. It's gonna be hell. More than you?
どういう意味?
I'm sorry, that came out wrong. More than you? Never mind. I'm glad they're doing well. I'll have to say hello to them later.
急ぐことはないよ。ゆきなりくんが立派に育っていたことは私がちゃんと伝えておくから。
Gee, thanks.
とにかくゆきなりくんは今は新しい環境に慣れることを考えなきゃね。
Oh, now I'm curious why your consideration for my well-being wasn't reflected in your clothing. Her maid uniform packed a punch. It left way more of an impression upon me than the city itself.
あ、そっか。ごめんね。ゆきなりくんを和ませてあげようと思ってたんだけど、逆効果だったか。
No, I appreciate the thought. What she had just said instantly told me everything. This girl was strange. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to call her eccentric, even. But it's not like she was a bad person. There's good there, somewhere. And was probably doing her best to make me feel welcomed. I mean, she just seems overly friendly. That's not a horrible thing. It can be annoying at times, but it's not a bad trait to have. I had a lot on my mind after moving to an unfamiliar city, but I was grateful to have at least one person I could rely on. It's always good to have some kind of, some kind of a circle of friends or family that you can at least kind of rely on in unfamiliar territory. She would totally lose it if I actually told her that, though. yeah. Oh, man.
はい、到着。ここがゆきなりくんのお家です。念願のマイホームです。
Oh, yay. I mean, it's not like I built it myself or anything. Wait, I didn't build this house. No, I didn't build this house. After going down a small set of stairs at the end of the seaside path, we passed by the beach and eventually reached a residential area. Ah, looks nice. I like this house. The home we arrived at was adjacent to an overpass and tunnel, and had a gorgeous view of the blue ocean and sky. The scent of the ocean washed over me.
荷物置いたら観光案内でもしようか。大仏とか鶴岡八幡宮の有名どころは初日から押さえておきたいよね。
I mean, I'm gonna be living here, right? I can take my time to visit these things. Oh no, I've got to unpack, so I'll just wander around the neighborhood later.
そっか。というか、実は私もこの辺りはそんなに詳しくないんだけ
But you
ど
live
ね。
here?
そうそう、ちょこっと東の方に行くと桜の森があるよ。
Forest of Sakuras? Wait, you mean Sakura as a cherry blossom, right? Not like card captain.
そう、文字通り桜まみれの森なんだ
That
よ。
would be kind of funny.
なんとなく親近感が湧くね。
Well, it is nice that there are so many cherry trees. I do like the cherry trees. They're very pretty. If a place full of Sakura Oni-sans existed, I'd avoid it like the plague. But isn't Dankazura the place most famous for its cherry blossoms?
もったいない。綺麗なんだけどな。まあ、引っ越しの当日に行くこともないかな。
That's true.
あとは、この近くに温泉のある神社があるよ。
Hot springs. Ooh, I like that. Hot springs in the shrine. That's unusual, isn't it? That was an odd combination. Certainly not something you hear about every day.
私もちょい入ってみたいんだよ
They're
ね。
trying to get tourists.
神社はたまに行くけど、温泉の方はなんとなく行かないままなんだよ。
I've never been to a hot spring myself, but boy, I'd love to go. I don't even know if there are any around here, but it'd be nice. You know, locals never seem to take advantage of nearby attractions, probably because they're sick of it. There were a number of famous tourist attractions where I used to live, but I rarely visited them, honestly.
ま、そっちも気が向いたら行ってみるといいんじゃないかな。
Yeah, having hot springs in the area isn't a bad thing.
お外で話しておくことはそのくらいかな。それじゃ、念願の我が家です。
Exactly, to our dream home. When we entered the house, the clamor and smell of the ocean instantly faded away into the distance. My aunt's family had arranged the move, so there was a collection of furniture and sundries immediately available for me to use.
っていうか、引っ越し早々メイドさんを家に連れ込んでる男の子っていうのも相当だよね。
I mean, I didn't ask for that. Says the girl who came to pick me up wearing a maid uniform.
ふっふ、実はこの格好で来たことには秘密があるんだよ。
Oh, do tell. But you're probably not going to tell, right? The secret.
パッと見ただけじゃ気づかないだろうけど、実は。
Considering how long it's been neglected, this house is fairly clean. The air isn't stale either. Sakura Oni-san, did you tidy it up for me?
やり直し。
What?
それを私が今から説明するところだったのに、先に言っちゃうのはダメダメでしょ。いや、それもダメか。まるで掃除したことを自慢したみたいでよろしくない。きっと親切な妖精さんが新たな町の住人のためにサービスしてくれたんだよ。
I'm sure. I couldn't tell if she was being a selfish or good person, but either way, I was grateful that she had cleaned and aired the place off for me. I I'd better just express my gratitude internally for now. The living room was through the door to my immediate right from the hallway, and the kitchen was adjacent to it. The gas and water had already been turned on. Water came out when I turned on the faucet, which was nice, and the flame lit on the installed gas burner. The burner has plenty of firepower. The sink is pretty large, too. I should be able to do the prep work and cook side by side, huh? Yeah, my dream is spread out before me.
真っ先に台所をチェックするのってなんか青少年として間違ってるのない？
That's probably the first thing I would check out in a new place is the kitchen. Sakura Oni-san said with astonishment as she followed me into the room. Isn't the plumbing the most important aspect of the household?
心底本気でそう言ってるのにお姉ちゃんはびっくりだよ。
I'm sorry?
それよりまず自分の部屋を見てきたら？
Our rooms are already picked out.
後で好きにしていいと思うけど、ゆきなりくんの部屋は一番玄関に近い部屋にしておいたよ。
So this is my room. It's actually pretty big. Big room. Cardboard boxes containing my belongings that I'd sent ahead of time are stacked all over the room. Aside from that, it came pre-furnished with an unfamiliar desk, bed, dresser, bookshelf, and other large furniture. Where did the bed and desk come from?
布団はうちのお母さんが用意したものだけど、机とかタンスは元からこの家にあったやつみたい。
Or maybe that means my dad used them? By process of elimination, I suspected that they were my father's, based on their design. However, it didn't feel quite right, I did get the strong impression that this was my home when I laid eyes on it, but not because of my parents, or because it was my birthplace. It was like I was visiting this home for the first time. And in a way, I kind of am.
どう？家を見ていて記憶が戻ったりした？
Sakura Oni-san asked nonchalantly, and she followed my aimless gaze.
昔、ゆきなりくんがうちで暮らしてた頃にも、ここには何度か来たことがあるはずなんだけど。
Nothing's coming to me, I'm sorry.
まあまあ、あの時はバッタバタで大変だったから仕方ないよ。
Ah, sounds like it. Sakura Oni-san sounded in a gentle voice, trying to reassure me. My father had passed away, and due to the accident shortly thereafter, my mother suddenly fell into a coma. Perhaps I really was surrounded by utter chaos back then, but... I'm sorry, I hardly remember anything, much less whether it was chaotic.
あの頃のゆきなりくん、ずっとぼんやりしてたけどさ、その後が大変だったんじゃないかなって。
She was most likely referring to me losing both of my parents and getting passed around from relative to relative all across Japan. I mean, that'd be tough on anybody.
いじめられたりしなかった？
I mean, that may be how it goes down in some places, but I got by without much hassle. I had nothing but fun things to do wherever I went, so, I was fine.
ゆきなりくんが楽しくやってきたのなら、お姉ちゃんとしては安心だ。もちろん、今後も心配することはないよ。この私がいるからには、ゆきなりくんに退屈する暇なんて与えない。
A little teething doesn't bother me.
私は嫌いなの。
Well, I mean, that's you. I'm thinking I'm starting to understand how people like you tick. Sakura Oni-san's expression looked relatively serious. He was likely plotting, or rather, thinking of ways for me to lead a humorous life.
というわけで、段ボールの荷ほどきを始めようか。
What do you mean on that note?
いやいや、掃除のついでにゆきなりくんの私物も出しておいてみようかと思ったんだけど、勝手に漁ったら色々とまずいものが出てきちゃうかもってやめておいてあげたんだよ。
You always say that. Dirty magazines or whatever. You make it sound like I've actually got something filthy to hide. What's with that huge grin of hers, huh?
もうさ、 本とか DVD とか書かれてる段ボールを見るたびにお姉さんドキドキだったよ。
I do read books, you know. I'm not some freaking ignorant savage.
ゆきなりくんがどんな歪んだ趣味を持ってるのかなとか気になって。
Now, wouldn't you like to know? Please don't get excited over things like that.
大丈夫、人の趣味なんて他人から見れば大体どっかおかしく感じるもんだよ。
What? That's a little prejudice. Anyway, I can unpack everything by myself. There's only 2 boxes, books and DVDs.
ああ、やっぱりあの段ボールには男の子の秘密が詰まってるんだ。
I won't deny it, but I'll still do it myself.
ちょ、お姉さんも見せてくれないのか。
What is wrong with you?
でも知らない方が想像の翼が広がるってもんだ。
Okay, no one ever talks like that, ever. It's impressive how much of an optimist you are. I doubt that a negative person would willingly loiter around town wearing a maid's uniform anyway. I don't know, maybe.
よし、今日のところは勘弁してあげよ
う。 For today. I would be grateful if she didn't question me about it later, but she seemed to have a better memory for these things than one would expect. Oh yeah, she's gonna keep nagging us about it.
ただちょっと今のうちに一つだけ確認しときたいことがあるんだよね。
And that is... Moon changed suddenly and really put me in a bit of guard. She paused for a moment and spoke hesitantly for the first time.
ゆきなりくん、お母さんのことどうするの？
That's a question I didn't want to be asked. The sun was already starting to set outside. God, is that beautiful sunset. Neither the luggage nor my room were in order yet, and even after asking Sakura Oni-san to help, it still took a surprisingly long time. Are you sure you don't want me to escort you home? I asked as I saw her off from outside the house.
まだ明るいし平気へっちゃら。
Okay, well, you be safe.
そもそもゆきなりくんの方が鎌倉に不慣れなんだから帰りに道に迷う可能性があるでしょ。
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
それより明日のことは忘れちゃダメだよ。
Yes, I know. First day of
いよいよ
school.
感動の対面だね。
Yeah. That is how it's going to turn out for the record.
どうしてそんなにテンション低いの？
That's not really worth getting so worked up over, really.
あげることだよ。だって7年も寝てたお母さんが目を覚ましたんだよ。これに感動せずに何に感動するの？
Wait, she has? That's great. Felt bad for Sakura Oni-san, but to be honest, I didn't feel particularly moved. I visited my mother in the hospital a few times while I was still young, but after moving away in several years past, I had become estranged from her. I mean, it's kind of inevitable, right? She's in a coma. You can't talk to her, she can't react. Who knows if they even hear you, you know? People always wonder, like, do people in comas, you know, do they hear what people are saying? Who knows, really? When I received word that she'd woken up, I can only think, oh, I had something like that in my life. Ultimately, I hadn't seen or even spoken to her on the phone to this day. The point was, my reunion with my mother it didn't feel real. Just like when I set eyes on this home.
原因不明のまま眠り続けてたから病院でも眠り姫なんて呼ばれてたんだよね。
Yeah, but she's not exactly the right age to be called a princess.
王子様がキスしてくれたのかな？
That would be a crime, plain and simple. Some unknown man kissing my mother was a questionable proposition, even hypothetically speaking.
ついに再会か。ビデオカメラを持って同席していい？なんならスピーチしたり歌を歌ってもいいけど。
No. It's not a wedding.
もっと感動しようよ。
You should be less excited, okay?
でもそういう冷静な雪成くんがいきなり顔を合わせたら感極まって泣くのよ。うおー、ビデオに収めたい。
This girl had a poor upbringing. Wow. You just laid it out like that, huh? Well, I'll be going to meet her at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, so you're welcome to tag along if you want.
らっしゃりました。そうだ、それなら携帯とメールの交換しとこう。
Oh, yeah, sure. I never swapped cell phone numbers with a girl before, so I was a little embarrassed. It's a number, alright?
はい、じゃあ携帯貸して。
They always take your phone. Just tell them the number. Huh? Oh, yeah, here you go.
ありがとう。ちょい待っててね。
You're gonna put some ridiculous name in there, aren't you? Oh, those are cool looking phones. I like that. You're pretty used to this, huh?
簡単だよ。機能の一覧とかプロフィールのところから赤外線の送受信を選ぶだけだもん。ピッピッピッと。
I handed Sakura Oni-san my cell phone, and she fiddled with it with her in her own with practiced hands. She then said, "Here," as she returned it to me. I checked my phone. The name Sakura Narumi had been added to my contacts list, along with her cell number and email address. A modern kid, huh?
いちいち手打ちなんてやってられないよ。登録なんてしょっちゅうやってるしね。
I see. Sakura Oni-san did seem to know a lot of people. I wonder, could she become friends with just anyone on the second they happen to walk in her vicinity?
それじゃあまた明日。ってそうだ、一つ大切なことを忘れていました。
What?
わからない？
No? Was there something so important that it warranted asking me that while sounding so amused? I thought about it, but I couldn't think of anything. Did we make some sort of promise long ago or something, you know, like kids do?
そんなロマンチックなことがあればよかったんだけど、もっと普通のこと。でも、とっても大事なこと。
The beautiful smile.
おかえりなさい、ゆきなりくん。
Aww, that's sweet. Sakura Oni-san said that to me? Yes. That was where it all began. So I smiled back and replied, I'm home. I'm home. Let's keep playing. I was gonna end it, but I'm like, oh, I kind of want to see the reunion, don't you? Hopefully it shows the reunion. What time is it? Now that I was almost done organizing my room, I couldn't help but let out a yawn. It was 9 o'clock already. After going out and buying ingredients at a supermarket on Wakamiya Oji, the famous avenue, I quickly prepared dinner and had been enthusiastically tidying up ever since. Reading the manga novels as I unpacked them from their boxes had likely been my downfall. Wait, we just read them as we unpacked them? Oh, look, War and Peace. Guess I could give that a quick run through. Can't afford to be late tomorrow. I better take a bath and get to sleep early. I stopped mid-sentence. I never cleaned the bathroom. I was astonished with that is a clean room. Look at that. Spick and span. Since I had prioritized unpacking the room, I still hadn't unpacked my soap, shampoo, and other sundries from the boxes. Well, that's a problem. I considered just kind of going to sleep like this for the day. No, I'm gonna meet up with Mom tomorrow. I want to make sure I look presentable. We can't just get ready in the morning? And in all honesty, I wanted to wash away the fatigue from my trip in the bathtub. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Come to think of it, didn't Sakura mention that there was a shrine with hot springs nearby? With my mind made up, all that was left was to take action. I pulled a towel and change of clothes from my bags. As for the location, since it was a shrine, I'd probably find it if I looked at the map of the area of my cell phone. Gotta have modern conveniences. Is this it? Passed under the archway and stepped onto the grounds of a shrine in the neighborhood that fit the description. Modern cell phones really were convenient. I wonder where the hot springs are.
お参りをしていかないのです
No,
か
I'm visiting the hot springs. I'd love to pray, but I'm in a hurry. Oh, hello, Missy. Oh, aren't you pretty? Oh, look at those eyes. Beautiful. I looked up at the sound of an unexpected voice. A short girl in a red hakama had her head tilted slightly to the side in doubt. Well, I mean, I guess I could pray for a little bit.
初めてお見かけする方ですね。
No, you probably haven't. I moved in nearby today. I'm Yukinari Sanada. And you are?
そうでしたか。私はこの神社で巫女をやっています。柚月もみじと申します。
Okay. Oh, wait, it's Momiji from the 47 Ronin game. What the hell was the name of that? Oh man, with all the girls as the Ronin. Chusengura. Yeah, that's it. This girl's polite demeanor was refreshing after spending the day with someone whose language and behavior were so unrestrained. But still, first a maid, now shrine maiden. Boy, it seems like I stepped into a cosplay convention.
というわけで、どうぞ。
Huh? Go ahead. I cocked my head to the side and realized what Yuzuki-san was suggesting. Now let's see, an offering.
チャリンと。
I mean, I didn't bring any money. So, I mean, I did come to a shrine. God forbid I had to pay to get in, to get out. I can't. I'm looking at that smile. Oh, I'm such a tightwad, but I can't not do it. Ignoring the fact that she outright requested it, perhaps I should visit the shrine properly while I was here. I fetched my wallet from my pocket and tossed a 5 yen coin to the offertory box. 5 yen, really? Oh man, the smile gets us every time. Well, since I went to the trouble, I mean, I might as well pray, get my 5 yen worth, right? I mean, how much of a prayer does 5 yen really get you, I wondered. I mean, is it like the monkey's paw, where it's like, oh, well, if you paid 100 yen, you would get your wish in full. But since you paid 5, you'll kind of get what you want, but it will be a horrible, twisted fantasy. Admittedly, I was quite doubtful about whether or not a wish made with a coerced offer would really come true.
強要されたお賽銭で願いなんて叶うのか
Get out of my
と
head.
疑っていますね。
Oh, she was sharp.
神様はきちんと見ていらっしゃいますからご心配なく。
So it all comes down to faith. That's what you're saying, right?
ええ。ただしお賽銭の額によって優先順位は
I
変
knew
わる
it.
でしょう。
I knew it. That's how they get you. Man, these guys are sleazy. I swear, these shrine maidens are modern day con artists.
嘘です。
Are you, though? Are you?
ジョークですよ。
Okay, fine, it's a joke. Whatever you say. It's fine, you don't have to repeat yourself. Yuzuki-san was the perfect picture of a prim and proper maiden with a tiny smile. But it was ruined by a host of other issues. Her hair's a little unkempt. She could probably work on that.
真田さんは引っ越してらっしゃったばかりとのことですけど、やはり夜逃げですか？
A fly-by-night operation? What? And please imagine me in a more positive light.
どうして追い込みをかけられることになったんです？
You know, I'm starting to ask myself that very same question.
神様にお仕えする身ですが、残念ながら連帯保証人にだけはなるなという教えがあるので、ご協力はできませんが、話くらいは聞きますよ。
I told you, I don't have any debts. In fact, is this place really an ordinary shrine? Cosigner and creed weren't words that should be used in such a holy place. So I asked just to be certain.
まがうことなき神社です。
I mean, there's the Church of Satan, but I mean, let's be honest.
夜逃げでも高飛びでもないのでしたら、なぜこの町に？ああ、 なるほど。
There is a hot spring here, right?
女性関係ですか。
I'm sorry, no. I'm still starting to question if you're really a shrine maiden like your outfit claims you are.
ああ、でも真田さんはお一
But
人
I
です
mean, anyone
ね。
can wear an outfit, right? Yes, I'm single. Fortunately, I'm single. Not that I was such of a passionate disposition to run away with a girl anyway. I originally used to live in Kamakura, but my mother was hospitalized, so I was taken in by relatives. She's going to be discharged tomorrow, and I've come back so that we can live together again, you know, like old times. I mean, it wasn't like I had to hide it. In fact, I answered honestly because I wanted to clear up that misunderstanding about flying by night.
素敵なお話です。やは
I
り
agree.
家族は一緒がいいですね。
Yes, it is. There really was probably no need for me to tell her that having a mother really didn't feel real to me. Incidentally, the bath at my place isn't in service yet. I was hoping I could use the hot springs.
それでしたら奥にあります。
Oh, nice.
この時間帯は誰もいませんし、ご自由にお使いください。
Nobody's in there. Hot springs are in high demand, but it's empty.
い
It seems
え、時間帯の問題ですね。ご利用になるのはお年寄りの方が多いので、早寝早起き、
oh,
夕方
sweet.
以外は貸し切りです。
Yeah, we're gonna come out every day. I see. Thank you very much.
いえ、ごゆっくり。
Awesome.
それでは新学期の学園でお会いしましょう。
Yeah, new term at the Wait, you go to school. I was about to leave when her comment stopped me in my tracks. At the academy.
あら、違いました？この辺りに引っ越されたのなら同じ学園に通うと思ったのですが。
You may be right. You may be left, but time will tell. Yuzuki-san looked mature, but we were about the same age.
私は来週からピッカピカの1年生ですが、真田さんは？
I'll be a second year student.
ということは真田先輩ですね。よろしくお願いします。
I don't know if we'll be seeing much of each other, but if we do meet, you have my regards.
きっとお会いできますよ。私は目立つタイプですし。
You may be right about that too. Even if she weren't wearing a shrine maiden outfit, she had features that more than sufficiently stood out. Setting aside how plain I was sure I'd notice her instantly if I caught sight of her at school. Okay then, I'm heading to the hot springs. I bowed and bid Yuzuki-san farewell.
最後にもう一つだけ聞いてもいいですか？先ほどお参りしていた時、何を願掛けされていたのですか？
Don't they say that your wish won't come true if you say it out loud?
どっちにしてもどうせ叶いませんよ、神頼みなんて。
You should probably be quiet about that. I don't think that would be bad for business. I mean, she may have been right, but was she allowed to say that given her position? I mean, that seems weird, right? It's like a nun saying, you know, oh, don't pray to God, it never helps. Just fix your own problems. Well, it's nothing all that significant. I just wish for things to stay the way they've always been. This wasn't something I had to keep a secret either, so I answered the question honestly.
なんとおっしゃいました？ただの現状維持にも聞こえますが、悪い意味ではないのですよね。
No, that's true. Things haven't been bad this far, so I was wishing for things to stay that way in the future.
なるほど。とても良い生活を送られていたのですね。
Yeah, let's hope it continues.
でも、真田さん、
Yes?
あなたのお願いはきっと叶わないことでしょう。
You're right. Especially considering the fact that I would be living with my mother starting tomorrow. Spring was the season of meetings. I had no doubt that what was meant to change would change. My wish was for all those changes to be good ones. But you know what? can't be sunny every day, as they say.
また新学期に
As we said goodbye, Yuzuki-san gave me a gentle smile. Aw, she's a cutie. Cutie patootie. You know, I always imagine Stride Maidens as like old hags, right? But Maiden, I guess, would mean like a young person, so it makes sense. Ooh, boy, that was a nice bath. Look at that moon. Gorgeous. Cool evening wind of April felt comfortable on my warm body straight from the bath. That's not all more bad, but, you know, being able to really stretch your legs out, that was a true Chumbra hot spring, you know? Oh, it's snowing. No, it's just the petals. From here, I would reach home if I kept going straight ahead. But I paused mid-step.
そうそうちょこっと東の方に行くと桜の森があるよそう文字通り桜まみれの森なんだよなんとなく親近感が湧くね
A forest of cherry blossoms, huh? Homes were sparse in that direction. It was a dark road, untouched by the illumination of the street lamps. It wouldn't be so bad to just head home and wrap up my futon. But something told me it would be even better to see some cherry blossom trees at night after taking a bath in the hot spring. Boy, it does not get any more Japanese than that, right? It wasn't as if going 10 minutes out of my way would have any effect on tomorrow, right? Right? Just for a minute. I turned the corner and started heading straight down the dimly lit street.
Ne, 始まりを覚えている?
I remember. The first time I met you was on that night, April 2nd. Cherry blossoms silently danced down from the sky. The petals were all aflutter, soundless, and illuminated by the moonlight, like snow. As if this were all a dream. The landscape was completely blanketed with cherry trees, visible for as far as the eye could see, as if I had crossed a boundary line. It was such a tranquil space. Beautiful, untouched, pure. There were no cries from neither animal nor insect, and all noise from outside the forest was undoubtedly being blocked by the outer perimeter. This is where Sakura Onisin wanted to take me. I was overwhelmed, but squeezed out those words to bring myself back to normal. Bluish white rays of light were shining through the gaps of the trees that loomed overhead. This area was covered in cherry trees and devoid of any other landmarks. I would likely lose my way if I proceeded any further.
夢路には足も休めず通えども、うつつに一目、見仕事はあらず。
My ears perked up at the sound of a lovely poem that I just couldn't quite understand. I turned around, believing someone was behind me, but no one was there. You know, probably the most fun I've ever had with the visual novel was reading the poems in my Doki Doki Literature Club playthroughs, where I read a poem before all the videos, as like, you know, to kind of like familiarize people with poetry. You know, it was like a thing I did. I thought it was fun.
こんなに月が綺麗な夜は空を飛ぶにはうってつけ。そう思わない?
I looked towards the voice I heard from above. I didn't understand. My mind remained blank. The girl was straddling a broom with the moon at her back. Oh, she is. A witch! A being who looked like none other was gazing down at me.
だんまり? それとも魔女がほうきに乗ってるのはおかしいかしら?
No, I don't think so, but...
こんな風に.
The witch flew through the sky as if gliding on the night air. Or rather, she should have.
あら?
Ah. The girl spun around the axis of the broom. She was just barely hanging on, and she was completely upside down. Wow, that kind of killed the mood. It looked like she was attempting to return to original upright position. Going off a back hip circle without kicking off the ground would be a formidable feat. You would probably need some killer abs to get back on top without any sort of momentum. Man, a witch with a six-pack would be pretty gross. While I was lost in my own thoughts, her one-man wrestling match continued overhead. I didn't know what was going on, but perhaps I should try to help her out. Of course, I didn't really have a ladder, and she was floating higher than the cherry trees, so really there was no way for me to reach her. Maybe I should throw a rock at her or something? That'd be mean though, right? No, shooting her down won't do any good. I was skeptical that the girl floating above my head was a witch, but I looked up at her and pondered what to do. Aye. I asked back, is it National Pirate Day? In that same moment, I had a second thought. Wait a second. I knew it! I threw my change of clothes and towels aside and ran to where I thought she would crash. Oh. And when I came to, my eyelids were shut tight. With a massive blow, she had landed safely in my arms. So that's nice. I thought she would slip through them like in some dream, but my shoulders definitely endured a jarring impact. Timidly opened my eyes, wondering if she was all right. Oh, I fail. What, do you want me to drop you? Not catch you? The girl I'd caught in midair was squinting up at me spitefully. Well, we did, but then we realized we had no way to help you. Well, I mean, who would ever expect a witch to fall from the sky? Well, then why don't you fly lower to the ground? Hurting yourself in the name of pride is pointless, and watching you do so would bother me anyway. And then I suddenly found myself at a loss for words. Why was I talking about flying in a room like it was the natural thing with a girl in my arms? What does everyone want to be princesses? Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wait, I've seen you before. It took me a moment to realize it due to the situation and her attire. But she was the girl I spotted on my way home from the station. Why didn't I realize it suited her? Dangerous? The punchline dropped before I could ask her what she meant. The broom that the left witch's hand belatedly fell and smacked me on the head. Ow. I mean, it's just a broom. Didn't hurt that much. I mean, it was unpleasant. Oh man, you're like that one girl from Rosario Vampire who puts wash tubs on people's heads. Wait, when did this turn to a comedy skit? Oh, never mind that. You were on that main street this afternoon, right? I mean, we kind of did, kind of. I mean... no? What? Romantic with you making all that commotion. You can barely fly a broom, honey. I don't think I'm gonna be cursed. What's your name? Is it Alice? It's Alice, I bet. Is it? I mean, it's in the title. After forcing me to ask, that self-proclaimed witch gave me her name.
まあ偽名だけど。
Oh, of course. What?
真の名前が魔法使いにとって命と同等の価値だって知らないの？
Yeah, I've heard of stuff like that in games and novels.
名前にはきちんとした意味がある。例えば、君のユキナリという名前には
It does?
幸いをなすものという意味がある。
Oh, that's nice. I like that name. I know Yukino means snow. I know that because of Persona 4. Confers good fortune.
幸福をもたらすものだよ。
Huh. Well, I mean, I try. Wow, you know. People have told me, you know, Yukinari Sanada sounds like, you know, some samurai's name. I bet there was a samurai named Yukinari. I bet there was.
軽いな。真の名前ってのは体や心を自由に操ってあんなことやこんなこともできちゃうくらい危険なんだから。
What? I'm sorry, I don't follow.
うん。それが目的？
What? Okay, there's no way an ordinary person would ask someone's name with that goal in mind.
東洋文化こそ言霊信仰のメッカなのに。
Buddhism, Shinto, Christianity, and the way of yin and yang have all mixed together in Japan. I mean, there's no real Orient anymore. It's all kind of blended in. It's a melting pot of religions.
東西ちゃんぽん、節操ないね。
I mean, sure, I guess, but I don't know. I don't think that's the worst thing in the world, right? But people believe what they want to believe is my philosophy. I don't harp on people for their beliefs. You are a witch, aren't you?
ワイヤーアクションで空を飛んでたんだって思いたいなら別にそれでもいいけど。
Well, no, I believe you. Though there was no guarantee of salvation for the faithful, I didn't feel like being a disbelieving idiot either. I mean, this just couldn't be real. You know, but it wasn't really worth losing my cool and getting worked up over something as trivial as a witch in this day and age. I mean, we have cell phones. That's pretty much magic, right? By the way, was it also magic that made me want to come to this forest of cherry blossoms?
いいや、それは偶然。
Okay, good, because I really like it here. I mean, if I just came here because of some spells, then that kind of lessened the meaning a little bit, don't you think? The witch had her chest puffed up proudly again, but her posture had changed. Was she tired? Probably tired. She looks pretty young, right? Such a simple gesture made her seem remarkably human. The broom in her hands, it hadn't fallen to the ground either. It disappeared while I wasn't paying attention.
かっこよく登場するためにほうきで飛ぶ練習をしてたの。そこにユッキーが勝手に来ちゃったわけ。むしろかっこ悪くて私の方が涙目だ。
I see. Generally speaking, it wasn't like I believed her, but it didn't seem like she was lying either. You need to practice fine, even though you're a witch. It just doesn't come magically.
魔女にだって飛び越えられる常識と飛び越えられない常識がある。
Since this was her area of expertise, she nodded like a teacher might.
存在する軸が違うけれども、それこそ科学と一緒で魔法にもルールや修練が必要。
That's true, probably.
例えば、遠くの人に連絡をつけるのは魔法なんかより携帯電話とかメールの方が便利だし、誰でも使えて簡単でしょ？攻撃魔法なんて覚えたとしても、今のご時世、戦車やミサイルに比べれば子供の火遊びのレベルでしかないし。
That's a tough world out there, huh?
まあ、私は瞬間移動が可能なので、
Oh, really?
空を飛ぶ必要がそもそもない。
That's pretty cool.
だから不得意なんだ。
Boy, why do you walk anywhere? You just teleport anywhere you want to go in the world. Like, can you imagine if you had that power, how amazing it would be? You could literally start your own transportation company. You could pay like thousands of dollars for people to teleport people all the way across the world in a moment's notice. People would pay massively for that convenience. I say when you could teleport other people also. Like, that would be cool. I see. I mean, that I would immediately capitalize on that probably. Huh, well then why were you practicing flying?
空を飛べる方が見栄えがいいし、魔女の語源に関わる。
Huh? You know, the world of witches sounded surprisingly demanding.
ところで、こっちも質問があるんだけど、
No, I
ユッ
didn't.
キーは私に会いに来たわけ？
I came here to see the trees.
つまらないな。こういう時にさらっと、あなたに会うためです。とか言えれば花丸満点なのに。
I mean, I can't say that I came to see you because I didn't know you were here. I didn't even know you existed. So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
ごめん、撤回する。ユッキーがそんなチャラいことを言うのを想像したら、あまりにも似合わなくて砂を吐きそうだった。
Flashy? What?
まあ、ここの桜を見に来たっていうのはいい判断だね。お花見の準備はしてないけど、じっくり見ていくといいよ。
Huh? Oh, wait, how do you know who I am? I never told you my name. That should have been the first thing I asked. I'm so dumbfounded I didn't realize it. No, not only did she know my name, but she went and gave me a cheeky nickname, too. Did she not find this at least a little strange? I mean, she's a witch. She probably thinks everything is strange.
気づいたか。
Like, magic is normal, right? So nothing would be strange. I mean, of course I would notice that. You make it sound like running into me was inevitable. Did something happen 7 years ago? Since nothing came to mind, I had to be from that period 7 years ago when my memories were all in a haze.
秘密。
You know what? You are a witch. A secret.
今は聞かせるべきではない。
Oh my god, stop being so freaking cryptic. Right now? I mean, there is a point in the future, it's like, oh no, you're not ready to know this now. Someday, when you can understand.
多分、明日には話せると思う。
Tomorrow.
まあ、そんなに変な話じゃないよ。
Never mind. It doesn't really matter. In any other situation, I would have pushed the subject a little further, but I'm tired. I want to go home and go to bed. This was the first time I ever met this girl, and she was a witch at that. Hey, pretty convenient. I had no incentive to force any further information out of her, so I just kept quiet and let it slide. Well, can you at least teleport me home?
そうそう、そのくらい気楽に生きてる方がいいよ。あと、ごめんね。
Sorry? For what? The witch wistfully apologized. Well, I'm not really mad at you. I mean...
違う。ほうきのこととか、さっき助けてもらったこととか、いろいろ。
I see.
でも、この桜に免じて許してよ。
You know, I can't do that.
やっぱり怒ってる？
I'm not mad, but... I looked up at the night sky and smiled wryly. If I did in reverence of this scenery, I feel like there would be nothing I couldn't forgive.
なるほど。
God, this place is so damn beautiful. We smiled at each other and gazed at the cherry blossoms late into the night. Yes. The first time I met you. Was like a spring night's dream. Not quite a midsummer's, but... But is it just a dream? Are we going to wake up? What if we're in a coma? What if we're the ones who are in a coma? That'd be a heck of a twist, right? Today's the day we're gonna see our mom. But that will be for you to find out what happens, because that is the end of the quick look of Supipara, Alice the Magical Conductor, Chapter 1. Chapter 2 is coming out very soon, next month actually. And I hope you all check this game out. This game actually really surprised me with the production values. It was really, really high quality. I really enjoyed it. The artwork was really nice. The anime scenes, you know, the characters were very well animated. It was really nice. It really surprised me. I did not expect this level of production, so hats off to the companies responsible for it. That'd be Manga Gamer and Minori. So with that being said, I will take my leave here, and I will see you all in the next quick look, and I hope you all have a great day, and take care.